Real quick, before we jump into this video, guys, there is only 5 days left to get entered to win my beautiful 2005 Chevy Silverado. This thing is just an immaculate beauty, full brand new paint job, custom powder coated wheels. The interior on this truck, it's like the dream interior. It is absolutely flawless. It is like practically brand new. The dark gray leather, this is the absolute most sought after interior on these cat eye Chevys. And by the way, this truck is fully loaded. It's got the sunroof, it's got the rear DVD entertainment system, it's got an upgraded Kenwood double din entertainment system, complete with backup camera. I mean, this truck just absolutely has it all. And it's gonna be going to one of you guys. All you have to do is head over to workforapparel.com. Every $5 spent gets you 1 entry. Do not miss out, time is running out. Go get entered right now. Let's roll to this video. What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. Gonna say hello to everybody this morning. So going on about 2 to 3 hours of sleep, probably look like it. Is what it is. I may or may not freeze to death this morning. It is, what is that, 40, 45 degrees. This is not Ryno weather, let me tell you guys. I'm a cold-blooded animal. I need some sunshine. We're gonna have to double up here. See how the old Ford fires up? Still fires up all right in these, you know, sub-zero Arctic temperatures. Now, we're gonna be jumping back on the Ryno Ranch entrance project today, which I am excited about because this is a pivotal step today. We're gonna be doing all of the form setting for essentially the next pour, which is gonna get us up to the gates, which is kind of gonna close out the street side of the concrete, which is awesome. Now, I talked about this in a previous video. We have all of the siding right here. Don't mind the donkey poop. Apparently, they've been inspecting the siding this morning. I said, you know, some of you guys will probably know what this is for, and a lot of you guys were correct. So we're actually gonna be using this, it's like a composite siding. Don't know exactly what it's made out of, but we use this for radiused forms. The reason being is it bends really well. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to bend a 2x4 like that very easily. Currently, they are in 16-inch pieces. We're gonna end up ripping these down to our curb height and the back side of the curb. Look at this, look at this. Nobody should live in this weather. It's too cold. Anyways, this was on my trailer. I pulled it off because it was pouring rain, and while this should be waterproof, I'm sure once this little like front is exposed right there, it's not very waterproof anymore. So now we get to load it back up in the truck. I could probably just put it on the trailer, but I don't feel like hooking up the trailer. So we're gonna put it in the bed of the gray truck there. This stuff's not light, and it's all bundled together. I could probably cut the bundles, but let's see what we can do here. Also, we're not gonna be rolling with the regular crew today. All of our guys are tied up, so I've got a new form setter that I have not personally met before, kind of borrowing him from a buddy. This should be interesting. Also, if any of you guys are thinking of getting into the trades, there is no shortage of work out there. I mean, everybody is spread so thin right now. Trust me, jump into the trades. If it's something that you're thinking of, there is plenty of job security. Come on, you heavy boogers. Let's go get in the truck. Stay. So here's gonna be the plan. We're gonna take basically where the driveway ends right here, the first pour. We're gonna continue this in a nice swooping radius, and it's gonna hit the edge of that column right there. So the curb will kind of be on the, well, I'll explain in a second. My initial plan is we're kind of gonna set up this one side right here, get it to where I think visually it's appealing, and then from there we'll match it on the other side. Now keep in mind we got a few weird things going on here. Obviously we got a grade change because we're coming uphill. The driveway is still sloping this way to shed water that way because the entire property in the street is sloped that way. So a lot of interesting things are going to happen here that we're going to try and make this siding slash fender board do. Now I've opted to end the concrete right on this edge. I had talked about kind of like maybe splitting the column, going to this side of the column, but I want like a little bit of a planter in front of here. Plus, if you try and end the concrete here and you don't have a control joint cut right there, this is a real good area where the concrete's going to want to crack. So instead, we're going to end the actual driveway concrete here, but the curb will be about here. Now you're going to see today, it takes a ton of stakes to do anything on a radius, let alone a radiused curb. Like, it's kind of tricky. Well, so far things are going great. We're about 20 minutes into the day here, and yeah, second time I've done this. There's a lot of sharp stuff in my toolbox. Don't go blindly digging through the toolbox. So that'll be our top of curb. And and then that's
bottom.
Top of concrete, so bottom of curve. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll come in 6 inches. Yeah, we're kind of just gonna have to play with it.
Well, that one, you know.
It's just gotta make sure we come off straight, so we're not coming in right there.
Yeah.
And then basically, yeah, just whatever we make that look good. I want to pull that other board right there so you can just shift it down.
Yeah, primo.
Okay. I think we're pretty close right there. I like it.
This one probably needs to go down a little bit more. Like, so let me see.
Oh wow, we're actually pretty damn good. I don't want it to be like out and then in. I want it to be basically.
Well, we're gonna have to set straight, same as the face of the.
Exactly. Yeah, that looks good.
See?
Yeah, I like it. Slide this up and get more radius out of her. The height's good.
Yeah, I think right here is good. The only thing's over here. Right there.
I'm not going home tonight. Oh, I'm not gonna seal my fate without a fight. If you see me running, I run to the front and I take all the brunt of the thunder's weight. I won't turn my face from what I fear. The tip of the spear. It's a rush, it's a pounding heart. Right now I feel it. Focused in till I'm on the mark. Clear as I see it. There's a choice inside the soul when it cannot hide. When confronted, it reveals what you can't deny. Every bruise and battle scar. This is who we are. I'm not going home tonight. Oh, I'm not gonna seal my fate without a fight. If you see me running, I run to the front and I take all the brunt of the thunder's weight. I won't turn my face from what I fear. The tip of the spear. I'm not going home tonight.
All right, y'all. Well, I think I found a heck of a form setter there, dude. Primo just ran through it today. You guys see a lot of like this curve getting set up, and I know we didn't do like a whole lot of talking like I normally do. One main reason, I don't really know that guy, and I still feel weird talking to myself on camera in front of other people. I know it's weird, I've been doing this for X amount of years, but it's still weird and awkward to me, especially in the trades. We absolutely flew through this today. While Primo was setting up this first side, I was running a grid on the other side here to try and like mimic both sides. It's just a little bit different due to the grade change and some stuff kind of getting out of square here, but we got it to where visually, because again, visually, sometimes it's a lot better than like what the math says. Visually, the sides match beautifully. We got our nice both radius curve. Now, one thing we did run low on is we ran low on stakes. You can see it takes You can see it takes a ton of stakes to make this happen. We still don't have all of our kickers, which are our angled stakes, which you will see like right there, which basically keep the pressure of the concrete from spreading things open. So we got to run kickers through all of this basically. Went ahead and kind of figured out where our planters are going to be. So you can see this orange mark on the ground right here is where this front planter is going to be in front of the guard shack. And then we have our other planters have already been pretty much laid out here over here. We got our siding in, and hopefully the siding now kind of makes sense. It's very, very flexible, and it allows us to do things like, you know, crazy compound curves and stuff. So this is going to be a very, very good sized planter. I was kind of worried. I wasn't sure where I was going to end the planter, but I think we made the right call by taking it all the way to the edge of the column right there. And the thing I'm most excited about is this is where my big in and out palm trees are going to go. So I was kind of worried about this planter being too small once these palm trees kind of mature and grow to these giant trunks, that there wasn't going to be enough space in here. But now that I'm seeing it, there is ample amount of space to have my 2 in and out palm trees crossing right in front of this wall. We'll take you back here and kind of give you guys a look. I think this driveway is going to be super, super epic. Just nice, beautiful curves around. Obviously, that's the exit gate right there. I mean, look at the OBS right there, just posing as if it's coming out of the gate. And then we've got our beautiful entrance gate where, again, it wraps around. I love throwing curves into stuff. Obviously, it's a lot easier just to do straight lines, kind of like we did down here. But I knew we wanted it to kind of widen back out, and to me, like, angles like that don't look as good as a nice, beautiful curb. Now, tomorrow we should have the whole crew back out here, and really we're ready to kind of start bringing in DG, bringing our grade up to our final grade, which is about 2 inches higher than where I'm standing right now. We're going to recompact the DG. We got the rebar we got to bring in. We got to dowel into our first pour, which means we're going to drill into this concrete, and we're going to attach rebar that's going to stick out about 2 feet. Reason we do that is it's going to tie these 2 pours together. There's a couple ways you could do it. We could have done it beforehand, where this 2x4 that ran all the way across here that I just removed, we could have drilled a ton of holes in there, ran our rebar through the 2x4, poured our concrete, and then you got to fight to get the 2x4 off there, and then the rebar is already embedded in the concrete. We're going to opt to drill and do it afterward. Now I got to run to the store before they close so I can pick up a bunch more stakes, and then we'll see you guys first thing in the morning. We should have Abel and Poppy back here, so I'm excited. Alrighty, y'all. Well, this morning my GoPro has been acting up like crazy. It's one of the reasons I hate GoPros so much, but they make filming days like this when you're working a lot easier, and it's not a camera I have to really worry about breaking. So we're gonna run down to the gate right now. The boys are already down there, and we're gonna head over to James's. We're gonna grab a skid steer, and I think today we're gonna get a lot done. So very, very excited. Papi, hey. ¿No más vacación?
Sí.
Puta.
2 semanas.
Puta.
So it lasts about an hour
Okay.
before it really starts to lose grip.
Oh, actually never used the Milwaukee compressor. It's on my list, but then, like, other than filling up tires, everything else nail gun wise is cordless now, so it's like, oh, that looks comfortable. I'm gonna hopefully not need to borrow the starter fluid and the torch.
It broke my tie down before.
Really? All right, so we've got the skid steer here. You guys probably remember from a couple videos ago, this thing has seen a little bit better days. AKA she's missing the front door here. And she's got a tire with a ginormous leak in it. So James says we get about an hour of usable time on the tire, but thankfully he was nice enough to toss in the old Milwaukee cordless compressor, and we can just fill this thing up without needing a generator and stuff down at the gate. I'm kind of excited to use that compressor. I've never actually seen one in person. So Abel went ahead and drilled the concrete everywhere that we're going to be doweling in our rebar. Chava's being super bougie over here with his size of brush. The old Milwaukee rotor hammer coming in clutch, not only for setting the stakes in the super hard dirt, but also for doweling in for the rebar. That thing has been a giant great purchase of mine. Alrighty, also all the kickers are in on the curb. This side is basically essentially ready to go. We've got the planter in the center right there formed up. These planters are, well, they were ready yesterday. So right now we're getting our heights marked out. We are actually going to end up pouring to the back side of this column here. That way we'll have the concrete here ready. We can get the gates and everything set up. So we're essentially ready here to get the skid steer, start grabbing from our pile of DG right there, truck it in, We're gonna put in 2 inches all the way through, similar to the last time we poured. You'll see Abel out there. We're gonna run string lines across, and they'll be rodding it with the 2x4 to get everything nice and perfect and flat. It's been about an hour, so we're gonna throw some air in the skid steer tire before we get her going here. And it's a great chance to try this bad boy out. Oh, she's already got a battery in it? Fully charged? Dude, James is the man. So it's coming from right at the valve stem right there. Let's see how loud this thing is. Oh, dude, this thing's super quiet. Definitely on the gonna purchase list right here. Yeah, I don't know what the lowest this thing registers at, but I think it's safe to say it's pretty low. She's not registering. So it looks like if you hold this down and you don't give the tank time to build up here, it'll hold at about a consistent, I don't know, 45, 50 PSI. You'll kind of see the needle stop there. I'd say about 50 PSI. Oh, this definitely eats through batteries. It's, this battery's dead. It's flashing 1 bar. I don't know if you guys can see it down there. This showed 4 bars right when we started. Now granted, I'm sure James have already used it once, but I think this is also an XC battery, so it's not one of the high demand batteries, which is what you should be using on a tool like this, but that was quick to deplete a full battery. All right, so getting this tire to about 65 PSI, we have burned through 1 XC battery, and then 1 XC 6.0. We burned about 2 bars off of this. So we're gonna call that good for now. 65 PSI ought to hold us. We gotta get this rebar moved out of the way because it's gonna be where I'm traveling today. And I don't feel like running that side over and bending all my rebar up because that is a lot of money sitting right there. There she blows. So before we put the DG in where the concrete's gonna go, I'm just bringing these guys a couple loads of, I can't even call it dirt because it kind of is DG. And we're putting it along the edge of the backside of the form here. So you'll see there's a little gap up underneath it. We don't want the concrete seeping out and getting in the planters. And this will provide a little bit of pressure up against the form so they don't want to spread open at the bottom. Even though we got 10,000 stakes in it plus kickers, it's not gonna happen, but you know, a little bit of time right now makes things easier on port day. All right, y'all, we were doing good, but then, yeah, we blew the tire off the bead there. So we're gonna run over to James's, grab the big blocks, try and get this back end up off the ground. We're gonna see if we can blow this thing on or blow ourselves up. One of the two's gonna happen. Let's see if we can pull this off. So I borrowed James' big block of wood here. We're gonna put it up underneath the backside. We're gonna try and lift the machine up onto it because we want to take all of the weight off of that wheel and tire. Now we should just have to pick up the front here, which will wedge us on the back. Oh yeah, golden. So, not gonna lie, never blown a tire back on. James had a strap over there, which is right here. And I'd be lying if I say I knew the purpose of the strap. I've seen people use the strap. I don't understand why, but let's put a strap on it. Who knows, guys? Probably a horrible idea. Oh, we got some brake cleaner. Okay. Probably have the compressor nearby. We should honestly probably have air going on it at the same time, but this booger doesn't just clip on, so hopefully it's not necessary. Let's see what happens. Okay, well that was a lot easier than I thought it would be, and way less dramatic. I'll wait till we get some pressure in here before I pull that strap off. Got no clue what the strap's doing, but it's doing something. I'm not gonna argue with it because it worked the first time, which what are the chances of anything on this channel working the first time? All right, guys, I think we did pretty good there. All right, well, we burned through this battery. We got about 30 PSI in there, not enough, so we're gonna go grab us another battery. The compressor definitely eats batteries. Assuming if you're using it for like a, 18 gauge nail gun or something, it probably lasts you for a good while, but at the same time, they make those in cordless too, so it's really, I don't really know. All right, y'all, we are back in action. Let's go move some DG. Next problem is we might not have enough DG, but we're not gonna think about that problem yet. We're gonna try and bring the rebar a little closer to where the guys are working, make it easier for everybody here. If we can get this over the fence, those things are all sprawled out. Probably should have strapped the ends there. Low and steady's gonna win this race, guys. A little sketchy, just a little sketchy. All right, so we didn't quite get this balanced perfectly. This side will clear the fence, this side won't. We're gonna try and walk her around here. Not catch the fence and take it with us. But I think we got it, y'all. You know, they say it's better to be lucky than good, and well, that's where our pile of DG was. This is a completed driveway area. It worked out like to the last little grain of DG over there, so we got very lucky. Obviously, this is uncompacted. Tomorrow in the morning, Abel and Chava, they're gonna run and compact it. They're gonna start throwing all the rebar in, and this is giving you a good little view right here of what this is actually gonna look like. I know when I try to explain things in my head, like, it doesn't always come across well on video when I'm talking, but hopefully now you guys can kind of see the grand scheme of things coming together. There's also parts of this that I'm like kind of making up as I go. Like, I really don't know how I'm gonna transition like the fence line up into the column. Kind of want to put like a block wall on this side so you hide the service entrance. Still kind of making that part up as I go. We got the front planter done, and one of the reasons I wanted this is because there's a decent grade change here. Obviously it's level all the way across the back right there. That way the gates are all going to be level, the gap underneath them is all going to be level. But as we get to here, there's a big difference in height from there as it all falls down that way. And these planters are going to kind of help hide that, in my opinion. Especially by the time we put plants in there, you won't be able to like follow your eye below the window to see that this actually drops a little bit. Now we've made our way up into the guest house garage here. We're going to be grabbing some motor oil, which we're going to use to oil the forms. I'll show you guys why in a second. Trying to find an old paintbrush in here because I don't feel like destroying a decent one. And this place right here is probably going to be next on my project list in terms of the Ryno Ranch whole project. If you guys remember when we first moved in, we kind of talked about renovating the whole guest house, which is, this will be a kitchen at some point. Then we've got the guest house area. But before we got a chance to remodel it, Dedic moved in. Regardless, it's basically a 1-bedroom guest house here, and it needs to get renovated. We need to make it like up to where we could fully rent this thing out with a full kitchen. And then I think this back section right here, we're gonna convert to a full garage by taking out those panels right there, which are basically covering up what are stall doors, because it used to be, clearly you can see, horse stalls. And so they have like the big sliding barn doors on the outside, but we're gonna frame this up, make this like a 2-car garage, because it's an awesome space. It's just needs a little bit of cleaning up. And it smells like horse in here. There's horse stall mats on the floor. I don't know what kind of like acoustical panels are up there, but I'm assuming those are holding a lot of horse smell. Not a fan of horse smell. So right now Chava's running the old, I think I got some 5W30 or something right there. Putting some oil on the forms. There's a couple reasons we're doing this. One of which, it makes the forms easier to strip. So we oil them up right now, we'll oil them the morning of the pour. Second reason is when you're using this siding, you guys can kind of see there, like it's an open grain, almost like particle board. So if it rains, which it's supposed to, this stuff will just swell up and kind of get all kinds of curvy and wavy, and that's no good when we spent all this time making a nice, beautiful shape that we want. Meanwhile, Abel's over here pounding in the rebar. Now, something you want to be very careful with, because if you drill your hole too high up and you start to pound something in that, you can yank on that all day long. That's not coming out. But if you go for like the same size hole, the same size rebar, you risk like blowing off a whole chunk of concrete right there if your hole's too high or if you hit it too hard or too far in. So you got to be very, very careful when you're doing this, because once you blow off an edge of that, like you're not fixing that. Now you may notice right here we have double stacked 2x4s, because we're gonna end up digging out some of this DG. You see on this side, you only see one of those 2x4s. So we're gonna actually dig out some of that DG and expose both of them, because I want all the edges of my concrete to be thickened. Probably hear me mention thickened edge quite often, and it just strengthens the edge in case anything ever drives close to it. That's where it's gonna wanna crack and chip off, kind of like you see asphalt doing all the time. So I'm gonna go around here with a shovel real quick and going to end up just digging all this out and thickening this whole edge in case any vehicles or trailers or anything get close to it. All right, so we pretty much got all of our edges thickened. Anywhere there's not gonna be anything on the other side of, i.e. like that's just gonna be open plan or dirt, it's gonna be below the grade. If you drive on that, you know, there's a chance. We don't wanna take the chance. For a couple extra minutes with a shovel and a little bit more concrete, better to have that edge thickened and never risk that thing just chipping off. Java's gone ahead and getting started. Putting, you can see tying the rebar right there that's gonna be in the curb. So he's just pre-bending and tying everything right now, and then it's going to get lifted up into place and kind of suspended by tie wire. We'll then snip the tie wire once the concrete is in there and holds the rebar in place. This is all 3/8 rebar, so super easy to bend. I mean, you can basically bend all this stuff by hand. It's no problemo. Now, while these guys tie the rebar, which is going to be pretty much the last step, well, last step until we got a couple more steps coming up, but it's pretty much the last step for today. We got to run. Our buddy Eddie needs to borrow my Mini X. I don't have the Mini X here, nor do I have one of my trucks that's going to tow it. So Eddie's gonna pick up the Mini X, and we're gonna go have some adventures at his house. Also, we're kind of making this drive on hopes and dreams right now that we don't run out of fuel. Definitely should have topped off on the fuel cell on the single cab. Ooh, she was low. If I got 14.5 gallons in that one rear tank, I don't know what they're at. I don't know exactly the size of the tanks, but they are not that big. I typically put in like 12, 13 gallons a tank, so we were super, super low. Or this pump's robbing me, which is also a possibility. Oh, we got Eddie pulling up. See what these Diamond C trailers are all about today. Hey man, your vinyl flooring's flying up.
What's going on with those two forklifts over there?
They're not as nice as ours.
No. I saw there was no flakes.
Oh, this actually is. What are you doing with linoleum?
Oh man, it came off again?
Yeah. Well,
I gotta put up.
Eddie, this is what happens when you actually go on the freeway and you leave your house.
I know, this trailer usually doesn't stays home, man.
Well here, this one should be under this one.
Damn it.
Next time put that underneath. Now I know you're used to the lap of luxury of a limited Ram, Eddie, but let me bring you up to what a real beautiful truck is here.
Pretty nice. Is this a Dorito, I think? We'll just move that.
Yeah. I cleaned out all the water bottles for you.
I'm surprised there's not yet 7,000 water bottles.
Just did that about a minute ago. Oh, you got this, buddy. You got this, buddy. It's not that high. Bro.
Listen, dude, when you're like 5'5".
Jeez. At Genesis Detailing and Massage, they got you, buddy.
Ah, what the hell is that? Turn it down. You can put like what?
We just got a.
Building the ecosystem.
What, we got a water tank?
Huh? Oh, there's no fish.
It's just a water tank. You should put a little spout right here so everybody thinks the water comes out of there. All right, guys, so I know the lighting is bad in here, but we are actually picking up the LLY from Genesis Detailing. It's actually kind of been here for 3 weeks. I wanted to hear, I knew it was the safest place for it while we're waiting for the giveaway. And Nick gave this thing a nice full detail. Again, if you guys are not entered into the Work for It Apparel giveaway, I know it's a little dark in here thanks to GoPro sucking with low lights, but this thing has an almost immaculate brand new interior on it. Brand new exterior paint job, and I'm giving it away to you guys. All you gotta do, go to workforapparel.com. Every $5 spent gets you 1 entry. Go get entered, because we are like in the last couple of days. Let's see if Eddie struggles to get into this truck. It's just leveled.
It's not bad, actually.
All right, is that the right height? Still.
It's a little bit, like you see that.
Look how beautiful this truck is. Hopefully Eddie doesn't wreck it, and it actually gets to go to one of you guys. Thanks, buddy. Always appreciate it. Genesis Detailing. Make sure you guys check them out. This one's next. Can I leave this one here for like 6 months?
I'll leave.
Just look at that beautiful truck right there. Man, that thing is gorgeous. Great looking truck, great looking truck. Now, we made it back to the shop. Huge thank you to Eddie for going with me to pick up the old LOI there. We're going to be loading the Mini X on Eddie's Diamond C trailer right there. And I know that the glass is a little streaky. I gotta get these water spots off. I suck at cleaning windows. I've never loaded it on a tilt deck trailer, so it should be an interesting wild ride. Eddie, this might leave some marks on your deck. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll clean them when we're done.
Okay. You don't want to put no carpet down or nothing?
No, we're good.
All right. Does it have a dampener that goes down slow?
Yeah. I got it set slow right now.
Ooh, I like this. This is that luxury life. I need one of these. So Eddie's got the binders that use the impact, which I looked at these prior to buying the ones I did. I just didn't want to have to keep an impact on me all the time because I know now I gotta have like 14 impacts. Well, let me see the luxury life.
Loosen that one up.
Let's see the luxury life.
Oh, it hit it. Oh, is it set to slow?
Jesus, I'm faster with my hands.
Damn!
Okay.
Sitting there freaking cranking. What's Zach saying no over there?
What, is this too bougie?
Yeah.
Well, so typically I take the 4 points on the sides of the tracks here, and it's just a short pull, short pull, short pull, short pull. But we're gonna have to run your chain through. Let me see that.
Just go like here, put it through there, and then come there. And...
You're technically not allowed to do that, but
You're not?
no, you gotta have 4 independent points. I don't care, but you live up the 8. That's where they all hang out.
That's tight. Over tight.
I think we just broke your trailer.
That's it. See, you're done.
All right, I'm buying. Look, they even got little caps for the Zerk fittings. Like
Yeah.
these are built right. All right, we gotta buy these. What are we complaining about?
Bro, see, Bailey's always, oh, what's snack, go to snack. Dude, your snack game is weak.
Yeah,
Like,
it sucks right now.
Lifesavers, 1 pack of gum, Airheads, tons of room for more. I mean, okay. Pringles, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Chris has been slacking, dude.
Dude.
We gotta. Hold on. We gotta.
I hit that
Fridge is stocked. Fridge is
Well,
stocked.
yeah, I hit the Kit Kats and the Reese's.
Yeah, we gotta have the
earlier.
frozen candy.
I
think I think there might have been snacks here, but you ate it all.
I did. I am on my second bag of chips, so.
I feel like my Mini X is cheating on me right now. Oh, I guess maybe that's why they call it an X. So to Eddie's house we go, and the sun's already starting to go down, which probably means we're gonna be able to test out my lights tonight, which I'm excited about. Not excited to work in the dark, but excited to test out my new light bar that we built for the Mini X. Alrighty, y'all, we are approaching Eddie's Life Ranch. Well, I'm surprised. The Ram was, I guess, able to tow it out here. Go creep around. What do we got over here, Eddie? Eddie's toy shed. What the heck did you bring me out here for?
I need to show you this.
Okay,
I
just
need
show
to try
it.
to lift it because.
It's a nice shirt, by the way. Where'd you get that?
Thank you. AwardForApparel.com.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Better enter right now because you can get a badass truck.
All right.
Yeah, and I think you only have like.
Yeah, it's like a week by the time this video goes live. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are running out of time, so go get there. You can win a truck. All these were, pretty much over here and all over the floor, and they started rotting.
Okay, we don't want to rot.
Exactly. So, I'm trying to just let them sit and dry them out. The problem is, try to like come and pick this thing up, and I want to bring it here, nice, like stack them and set it right there.
Oh,
you can try if you'd like.
Oh yeah, easy day, dude.
Yeah, you can,
I have a gym at my house that I use.
Oh, that's true. Here, give me the camera. Let me.
Oh yeah.
I want to give them the full effect.
Hold on. How do I know there's no snakes under it?
You don't know.
Okay.
That's why I would like to do this during the day, but you chose to start this job 5 o'clock when the sun's going down.
You know what's the beautiful part about a nice enclosed cab excavator is who cares if there's a snake? I mean, I care right now, but when I'm in the cab, I don't care if there's a snake.
Ryno's gonna pick this up, guys. Let me hold on. Let me get a good enough.
I'm gonna use these big old meaty legs of mine.
Yes, you got to stretch
I'm honestly
too.
just concerned about the snakes,
I'm not sure.
Oh, bro, this ain't that bad.
But you need to lift it, and
I need to wedge something underneath it, so I make sure there's no snakes first.
No, there's no snakes here.
You say that.
No, here. Let me.
Throw that brick underneath
Here.
when I get up.
Go ahead, lift it. No, I didn't see it. You guys see anything? No, I didn't see it. Dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, this is an easy day right here. Eddie, this builds character, bro. You don't need a Mini X. This builds character.
That's fine. Now we got to get it right. I need it set Right, I want that on this side right here.
Okay, well I lifted it up so I grabbed with the mini.
Okay, he's all red. The little, no,
we gotta organize it by size.
Yeah, I like to do it by size.
Okay,
so
by size.
Yeah, so the little crap I don't care.
Okay.
Because I can just, you know, grab it like this, you know. So I'm okay with the little stuff.
You say you can grab it like this. I see you put your son out here and he has to do all this. And
Oh yeah, I mean, the kid's got to work. He can't just.
Yeah, what is he? 4 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, earn your keep. Let's go unload this little girl. Let's get this thing done and. Like I said, we'll be done in no
I really
time.
do want to see those lights though.
Yeah, me too. These magic binders here. Eddie, I'll do this one. You don't. These are manual.
You got that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
these are a little harder for you.
Okay, no problem.
I got you, buddy.
You can handle that.
What do I do? Just pull this pin.
Yeah, pull the pin
Pull the pin.
and then open the valve. Yeah,
That way.
there you go.
Open. Eddie, I'm sorry, man. Sorry
I know,
about that.
I saw that. I'm like,
Ugh.
I'm like, I'll deal with it later. So. There you go. Let it do its thing.
I like this. I need me one of these. Alrighty, let's go play on this hillside.
I'm living with the devil in my home. He's in my computer, he's in my phone. And every night when I'm alone, tries to steal my song, tries to steal my song, tries to steal my song. Let you steal my song. I'm stuck in the blue, and you're asking you know by now I won't let go. I can't see you falling. How long will you live like this? Right back be the king, but I will say it now, just admit it. Living with the devil for far too long. Now in the basement, while he roams the hall, it gives me shame every time I look away. Oh God, I got to go. I gotta leave this home. This house is not my home. Won't let you steal my soul. I can't see you falling. How long will you live like this? Might let be the king, but I will say it now, just admit it.
Alrighty, so I've switched over to my good camera here so we can actually see what this looks like at night, but these lights are so awesome. I mean, they're lighting all the way up over there. And again, they're not even adjusted right now. They're just pointing out straight. Because, you know, you gotta make it look good for pictures before we make this thing look all buck-toothed when we like start moving the lights around. But super, super stoked with how that turned out. I mean, even the rear one back here. Look at that. Look how nice that lighting is. Like, beautiful. Now, Eddie wanted to load the excavator this way. This is typically the way that I load it on my trailer because he wants to see if it tows any different. Eddie's all about the tow testing. Good looking combo right here. Good looking combo. Still one of my favorite purchases I've ever made is that Mini X right there. So I'm gonna say it till the day I die. Everybody should own a Mini X, especially with a thumb. I mean, don't own one without a thumb. No point. Now, you guys are probably watching that and you're like, man, some of those, like, you kind of got to finagle those logs because the way that you grab a log is not the way that Eddie wanted them stacked over there. I wish I had the tilt rotator attachment where you can spin the whole bucket and everything 360 degrees and angle it and all kinds of stuff. But as much as I want one, I got the quote on one for this machine and it's about a $30,000 setup with all the buckets and everything. I don't foresee it being worth putting it on a machine that costs not that much more than that.
Debating on turning, so I've always wanted to see, but I've never had nobody here to help me. If I can take this, like when I put the skid steer on it and turn around like in the driveway, back up and then pull instead of going all the way down.
Gotcha.
Back it
I
up.
bet without with the Nissan.
I'm gonna
move.
get that thing out of the way right now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
throw
throw that down the hill.
Yeah, I want to try that to see if.
I bet you can turn it around in here.
Yeah, because I know with my toy hauler, no in hell, so I use a forklift and I turn it around in here.
Gotcha.
And then I couldn't use the forklift, but I'm not gonna unhook and do all that.
Yeah. Now, what do you? Is there a manual option on these things? Or are you screwed if your battery dies?
I never thought about that. I'm not sure.
I don't see any.
Yeah, the manual option is go get the red ones.
No, it's a toy like a Toyga.
Yep, good to go. Right there, boom. You got the manual, the ghetto one.
Yeah, oh yeah, ghetto one's nice and tight.
Okay. See this notch, that line? So when we came, this was on the last notch right here.
So you're thinking we got less tongue weight or more tongue weight?
No, we have now less, a lot less.
Okay.
We probably took out 400 pounds of tongue weight off.
Let's see if you got it, Eddie. We got a giant space here. Hey, we don't know till we try. If we get stuck, we just pop it off. We got the forklifts.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna.
Eddie went a little wild with the amber LEDs on his trailer as well. So I think that trailer is about 28 foot, including the tongue. She's an off-road truck now.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
See what happens. Let's see what these rammers are made of. You better turn your wheel the other way. You gotta get it to turn, yeah. I mean, I think it's doable. You gotta, other way. You're gonna have to go forward and readjust here. We're probably gonna be dropping the trailer about right here. Let's grab the old forklift. You got about 1.5 foot before you're off the edge of the driveway. Let's check out the Eddie's Life forklift collection. So Eddie's also got himself a Toyota. This is like the newer version, right, of mine or similar?
So this is yours is the 7 Series, this is the 8 Series.
Gotcha.
This has a nice fancy screen, you know.
Ooh, what do we...
Yeah.
Let's see that. Dang. We got Bluetooth.
Oh yeah.
Navigation.
Oh yeah. I had to get them replace the button because that was just driving me nuts.
Well, you got to try out the Caterpillar Life, right?
This thing, I'm fucking like, these diesel forklifts are freaking awesome.
Nice.
Like, these Toyotas are nice, but it's like, you know, you're giving gas and stuff. And dude, this thing, I mean, it's got so much torque. You literally pull up to anything, lifts, and it's like the idle doesn't change. That's it. And then we got the scissor lift.
Oh, yeah.
One of these lights go out.
Yo, you got it. Yeah, ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got a gift for Chris?
I can't see. Hold on.
Use a scissor lift to get up there, buddy.
Hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Here you go. We can spare one for Chris?
Here.
Oh, 2?
Yeah, give Chris 2 of those.
2 for Chris? All right,
Unless
Chris.
you want to jack one.
I mean, yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Chris getting some SC1 here, buddy. Which one are we using? Toyota?
We're going to use the Yoda, yeah.
No, okay. This one purrs like a kitten. Got some Austin Powers stuff going on right here. 72-point turn to get this bad boy out. Need a forklift for the we should have used that forklift, pick this one up, scooch it out.
Oh, yeah, that's what we should have done.
It's a good thing you got the long forks on her. There she is. Easy day. Dang, Eddie, how far are we going? We taking it to my house? All right, you're good, buddy. Set her down. Alrighty, y'all, so Eddie is putting the forklift back. We've opted to just leave this thing here for the night. Eddie's gonna bring it by the house in the morning. It's already starting to get late, so by the time we do the truck shuffle and drive that thing down, and for those of you wondering, I'm not gonna pull it with the old crew cab OBS there. You know, it's not about going. It'll get up and moving, not that fast, but it'll get up and moving. But that thing sucks for stopping, even with trailer brakes. But with that, we're gonna wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.